I guess I just want to shoot the shit a little bit and kind of get used to talking out loud and talking into a microphone and using the ring light type of thing and learning the angles and stuff because I'm still pretty much new to all this. I gotta learn to stop, just pause all the way. I gotta stop swallowing while I'm like talking in the mic and stuff because I'm looking at some of the videos and I'm like, dang, gulp, gulp. Like you can hear all that. And I'm just like trying to figure out what to do with this whole setup. I've been watching like YouTube tutorials and seeing how they're set up like really professional just to be on YouTube is kind of crazy because of the amount of money that they put into it. But I think anything that you have a passion for, you should invest in, and anything that you feel you want to be good at, you should definitely practice because practice does make perfect. I kind of was looking into being some kind of like inspiration to someone, but I feel like what's most important is to be an inspiration to myself because I mean, I can I can look at other women and say, this inspires me, that inspires me, but I don't really have like a role model. So I'm kind of winging everything just in the wind, just whatever sticks, sticks. But the one main thing that has been throughout my entire life is writing. I've always been a writer. I mean, my first memory, I feel like there's a piece of hair stuck on these eyelashes together because my hair has grown and I'm kind of trying to figure out what to do with it and stuff. But back to what I was saying. My first memory of writing was, and I can just remember like this book that my older brother had, and I guess it was like I don't know if it was a textbook or like a reading book, but I remember I had a blue crayon and I think I saw him writing in cursive because me and him are 3 years apart, and me and my younger brother was 3 years apart, and I'm gonna come back. So I'm looking at his book and I'm just feeling like, you know what, I want to be like him because when you're younger you try to grab at anything that piques your interest and you follow after it. So he was writing in cursive, so I had this blue crayon and I was trying to write in cursive, but it was probably a bunch of squiggles and stuff. And I don't know if I got in trouble for it or not, but I definitely remember feeling like this is something that I really want to do, which is write. And as you can see, I have my product placement because I'm just like getting used to everything and getting used to seeing myself on technology or in technology and stuff. So this is really new for me in a sense of having updated technology and getting in the know with what everything is going on. I am still figuring out the writing stuff. What was a piece of flurry? I just I want to make sure that I'm not perceived as an amateur when I do something. No, I haven't been to college or anything where I've had additional education in writing, but that is a goal of mine because I don't want to just be out in the world without some kind of foundation. Even though 12 years of school is kind of a foundation with writing because English was my absolute favorite subject besides gym. So I would always get A's or hundreds, especially on spelling tests and language arts and poetry and stuff. So this is really, it's not a passion. It's like it's my path. It's my purpose. I didn't want to do it. It just came naturally. Sort of like dancing. I was a dancer. I have to really get back into it. And that was also that came natural to me as well. But I think I was really influenced by ice skating because that was like huge in the 90s. I'm an 89 baby. So in the 90s, I was a toddler growing up and then a preteen. No, I wasn't because it's 10-year old a preteen or it's just, I don't know, I guess it is. Or a tween or something like that. I don't remember. But seeing ice skating and seeing the rhythm and the smoothness and the flow of their bodies on these like thin metal, I was inspired. And I just wanted to. It's like this. I was at my aunt Lil's house, and she had like some kind of tile floor, and the music that she would play was most likely jazz, because she was born in 1920 or something to that effect. And I remember we come from the hall because she was a Jehovah Witness, and I would have stockings on, so I would take my shoes off and I would like pretend I was ice skating with the stockings on the floor. And I remember just like feeling, this is so fun. This is what I want to do forever. So writing and dancing has just always been instilled in me. It's always been something that's like, it's going to always be there no matter what else I do. If I'm like, oh, you know what? I want to learn about rocks. I'm going to find a way to revert back to writing and back to dancing. So that's a little bit about me. I do want to do 10-minute things, like 10-minute videos, vlogs, or just talking random, because I have to get my voice back to some kind of like, I don't know how to like describe it, but my voice is so weak. I did have a tonsillectomy in like 2017, so, and then I had my wisdom teeth. So all of this is just, I'm trying to work on it. And speaking out loud, public speaking, is something that a writer will eventually have to do, because you're going to have to talk about your writing, unless you're like a freaking phantom writer where, you write your work and then someone else speaks for you. I wonder if I could pay somebody to do that. I mean, you can pay somebody to do almost anything, so. But I digress. I'm almost at the 10. No, I'm still minutes to go. So, I talked about tears from an unsuccessful suicide attempt, and that was almost simultaneously with soft taffy. Like, I was writing. That's what I did. That's what I did. So soft taffy is all of the sensual and sexual writing that I've done throughout my years. I was writing sexual things when I was 13 and 14 years old, and I'm thinking, what the hell was I doing writing that? But that's natural. That's things that were happening. I was having crushes on boys like crazy, but I was so shy, so I would just write it down. Of course, they're not like explicit, because what the hell did I know at 13, 14 years old? But they were like, I want to kiss you. We're going to dates and stuff. But I'm just like, oh my God, 13, 14 years old, know all about that stuff? And I did. So I guess I'll bring it back. So this is, now this looks so janky, but, I wanted to treat people to a Valentine's Day gift. And this is all on Amazon, because Amazon, nothing's for free, but, it's free. I can't publish this on my own website, but, it's a price to pay for, just trying something out. I'm going to write more books. But the most important book that I feel like is going to be like I don't know. I have a feeling that We Must War is going to be just monumental for me. I just need to focus in on it and write it until it's complete. It's going to be a series. I don't know how many books, but I kind of feel like it needs to be chopped up, because I have so many ideas. I would love horror. I love thriller. I love fantasy, supernatural. I love those type of things. So I want to write those things, but for my people, I want to see us in those genres and in those categories and in those roles, because honestly, we're magic. Like, we're real, but we're magic. We come from a line of beings that knew things and incorporated into what they were doing on a daily basis, which is what we do now. And it's so interesting that on social media, Black people across the globe do so many things alike, and we don't even know each other. Like, our culture just expands beyond what we know, what we grew up with. So I love reading and seeing things that connects everybody together. And We Must War is going to be one of those books that's, I mean, I really want it to be on the scale of freaking Harry Potter. Like, because the Harry Potter is one of the books that I read when I was I think I was 10 or 11 years old, whatever, 2001, whenever it came out. It was in schools and we had to read it and we had to write about it, and I was hooked from day one. So I want my own Harry Potter. But We Must War is about five siblings. Their mother and father, their grandma and grandpa, their uncle are all in this net of gods and not gods. But I can't simplify it like that because I'm still writing it. The story is still being written because every day something new happens to Black Americans. And I'm trying to incorporate every little intricate detail so that when you read this book, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've been through what I'm talking about and you want to see it change. And that's what We Must War is about. It's about the change, the action, the revolution, and seeing it come to fruition. No one really knows how things are going to change, but we know it should change. And that's what We Must War is going to be about. And I want to take it into detail, but I haven't finished writing it. So when I finish writing it, I'm going to come back and let everybody know what exactly it's about. Just know that it's a family in Philly that's awakened and enlightened, and they're going to wreck shit and they're going to get shit right. And I don't curse like that, but that's the story. So I don't went past 10 minutes. So here it is. An introduction to me. I'm trying to figure out how to do my hair and stuff because I know one day somebody's gonna want me on a podcast, interview, TV show, and I'm gonna have to get it together. And this is all mine. So if somebody knows how to like tame this type of hair, please comment and let me know what kind of products. I done tried a couple products, but I don't like doing too much because I don't know what it's going to do. I don't want to damage anything. Also, I found 3 gray hairs, so we need some help over here. We need some help. But thank you for watching. Please share, and if you don't, that's totally fine because who cares? You're either watching it or you're not. Thank you. Oh, let me do a thumbnail. Or do. No, you can't do it. Can you do it side by side?